Thank you for coming out. Be sure to stop down at the concession stand for those of you that are live here at the Cotton Bowl Speedway tonight in Page. It's going to be a good one. It's kind of warm out there. Go get yourself a cool beverage and souvenir stand. They got some stuff over there for you, T-shirts and hats. Race on Texas hats. Here we go. Let's kick it into gear. Green flag, green light. They're off and running. Oh, no, Mike Trigg already right at the drop of the green flag was supposed to be here last night, wasn't here. Drops the green flag, goes into the infield. That's not how you want to start your race.
Yeah, you really don't want to start it that way, and that could have been way worse there. So glad he made it safely into the infield. But here we go. Lap number 1, give it to the number 179 to Donald Kane. Donald Kane will show the way over Chase Ellison, Joe Garcia, Tommy Gural in the top 4 down the back straightaway.
Really working it around nicely into turn 3 and 4, finding that sweet spot to have that grip and that power to take advantage of the track, trying to work up to a good finishing spot. Down the front straightaway they go. Tommy Gural, one of the top drivers here at Cotton Bowl Speedway, running 4th right now and trying to move up an extra spot. We'll see how things go.
And getting an update with a driver that went to the infield, the steering wheel came off of the number 4 of Mike Trigg. So that's what happened. So, of course, the steering wheels aren't attached all the time to these race cars. You have to have the little bearing and you have to snap it on. Well, sometimes snap it on there, might have been a rush to staging or something, and the steering wheel came off on Trigg's 4T machine and went straight to the infield, but got it back on the racetrack.
Well, the most important thing too, Ruben, about that is we have a spin up in turn 4 and he gets out of everybody's way. Mike Trigg wasn't here last night, doesn't know the track. He got that steering wheel rehooked and he's got to get some laps under him right now and see if he can qualify for the A main, but I don't know, man. Starting that bad, he may not make it. If he does, he's going to have a bad starting spot.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Has a long road ahead of him here at Cotton Bowl tonight for the finale of Oktoberfest off of corner number 4. 7 laps to go, and it's Donald Kane showing the way. Donald Kane, the racing has been pretty close tonight and not this dominant, but, man, Kane putting on a clinic here in this one.
Yeah, Kane showing that he's one of the top drivers as he goes down the back straightaway. Your front 2 drivers started on the front row, outside and inside. Chase Ellison giving chase in the 39, but not making up any groom. He's going to need Superman powers to catch up here faster than a speeding bullet, but I don't think he's going to do it. Joe Garcia settling into 3rd, but he's going to have his hands full. Tommy Gural takes the high side up in 1 and 2. Kind of a single file racing now, and nobody really putting pressure on anybody right now in the race.
Yeah, looking good. It's still Donald Kane showing the way over Chase Ellison. You see on the speed shot and Race on Texas, Flagman has his hand up, handful to go, 5 to go here in this B main. Final B main for the street stocks here this evening as well. So off of corner number 4. 4 to go.
Yeah, here we go now, Ruben.
Oh, trouble for your leader. He's going to the
infield. Oh, no. I was
about to
say we're telling the slow car to get out of the way, and Donald Kane finds himself in the infield. You, as a leader, have got to be totally upset about something going wrong with your car while you're leading a B main.
Oh, no, especially leading by...
Easily.
Oh, yeah. By nearly a whole straightaway here. That is unfortunate. So his night going to come to an end in a heartbreaker here in this one. Chase Allison inherits the lead and will drive away with this one.
Drake Pruitt getting that move over flag violently waved at him by Nathan Lavender as Chase Ellison, who inherited that lead, was coming quickly up behind Drake Pruitt, told him to get out of the way. Now here comes Tommy Gural battling Joe Garcia. They're battling for 2nd right now. Officially 56 needs to get out of the way. He is all over the track. He reminds me like some of those shoppers in HEB that just go all over the place wherever they want to go. Get out of my way, people.
Oh,
golly.
Off a coin. Yeah, you got to start.
Joe Garcia holding on to 2nd. Tommy Gural not able to catch up. He's holding on to 3rd. But Chase Ellison, a great job. You got to do what you got to do. You got to stay within striking distance of the leader. And then if something happens, not your fault, you inherit the lead.
Yeah, no, exactly. And, when the leader's checked out that much, you never give up in racing because you never know what's going to happen. I've seen racers checked out by a country mile and hit the wall in the final lap and off of corner number 4 coming to the checkers and not win the race. So, when the leader's checked out, 2nd place has to keep going. And H pointed something out. The leader now, 39 of Allison, might be off the pace. And, oh, boy, if you're the leader in this one.
On the last half lap, we're going to have a new leader. Not going to be Mike Trigg, the 4T. Here comes Joe Garcia. He goes from 3rd to 1st. and takes the win. Oh, my gosh, and Tommy Gurrell takes
Wow.
second as your last two cars that were leading the race both had to drop off after leading.
Are you serious? You can't even script that.
What is this? It's October. Oh. Spooky things happen in October, and we just saw it happen to two race leaders. Donald Kane checked out by
Wow.
a country mile. He was almost over by Round Rock with that lead, and then Ellison inherits it and then starts fading, and then into the infield.
Oh boy! I mean, you can't make that stuff up. That's absolutely wild. And thank you very much, Corey. We get ready for our next feature event. The Street Stocks getting ready to start their 20-lap feature event here tonight. Street Stocks presented by Advanced Auto Parts. And we get ready for the feature lineup.
Front row, let's start him off at the pole, 7A. Will Arnold going to be leading him around. 777 James Honish.
Row 2, the number 68 of Wade White alongside the 716 of Trey Voda.
Row 3 inside, the 1B of Brandon Hood. Next to him, a fast-moving 3D of Darrell Rhodes.
You have the track champion there. Row 4, the number 2 of Joe Garcia with the 05 of Daniel Graudette.
Row 5 inside, Tommy Gurrell in the 9 and the 09 of Gerald Johnson next to him.
Inside row number 6, the 714 of Charles Milveni with the 22 of Ed Thompson.
Row 7 inside, Mike Trigg in the 4T, 73 Lincoln Morris next to him.
Row 8, the number 56 of Drake Pruitt with the number 88 of Brandon Spreen.
Row 9 inside, 179 Donald Kane. Next to him on the outside, 468 Ryan Hopkins.
Row 10 is going to be the 39 of Chase Allison, starting 20th, the number C3 of Chris Birmingham.
Row 11 moving towards the back, the 00 of Colton Abshear and 48 Dwayne Toyin.
Row 12, the number 717 of GW Egbert the 4th and the 05X of Russell Vickery. And your 25th starter scheduled to be the 64L of Shane Lander. So that's your starting lineup. Green flag on hand, off a corner number 4. Here we go with a Street Stock feature event here in Oktoberfest with the Street Stocks. And at turn number 1 is going to be Will Arnold leading them into 1. Honish on the outside, down the back straightaway. Honish going to dive to the inside, down the back straightaway. It's going to be Arnold showing the way. Honish looking good on the inside.
Ruben, keep an eye on that 4T Mike Trigg station wagon coming out of turn 4 right now. He is a very good driver, and he'll start picking them off. He started towards the back, already worked up to mid-pack. Mike Trigg, a fantastic driver in that station wagon 4T. He's on the move and on the hunt. Down the back straightaway he goes, trying to move up an extra spot as he tries to get by the 2 of Joe Garcia. Coming by, door-to-door racing. Honish leads him around. Backs off a little bit in turn 2, settles into the second position, gets right behind your race leader 1B, Brandon Hood.
Yeah, Brandon Hood wasting zero time to get to the top spot here off of corner number 4. He'll lead it in 1B over Honish in the 777 machine, trying to hit the jackpot here tonight. Then you have the number 68. He's been really fast both nights. Wade White and the number 68. We talked about him. We talked about the lights on the front of that race car. Wade White is one of those guys that you don't sleep on. There he goes to the inside of Honish. Battle for second. A good one.
Yeah, great run here right now by the 1B of Brandon Hood, setting the pace out there, trying to check out from the rest of the drivers, and it'll be a battle for second, third, and fourth right now as Honish able to get by Wade White and those evil red lights on the front of that car. Honish jumping up into second, White back to third as we get a move over flag once again on the 56. Giving it a good try out there tonight. The 56 of Drake Pruitt just doesn't have maybe the engine or the experience to be up there and constantly in the back, but it's a learning process for some of these drivers just breaking into it.
Yeah, and you look at the race car, and it looks like, oh, trouble. We got one at turn 4. Yep. I believe that is a 73, if I'm not mistaken. Lincoln Morris. I memorized the yellow 73 earlier, and yes, it is. It is Lincoln Morris. I remember that because I'm weird. I think that's a good-looking, the number, the 73. I think it's the yellow with, I believe it's flames in the bottom. Looks really neat, but nonetheless, Lincoln Morris started 14th in this feature event, and kind of looks like a sunset. You know what I mean? Yeah, I like it.
I got you.
I like it. It's a nice number.
I thought you were just into basic black. I didn't know what you were talking about. I'm glad you explained
that's why
yourself.
The number, yeah.
Johnny Cash. 1B, Brandon Hood knows where he belongs. Is it the Texas two-step, as HE calls it? And the leader gets out front by himself. And then the second-place car gets the inside or outside, their choice. Lights are out on the back straightaway. 56 catching up to the back of the pack. Wade White goes to the inside, gets right on the back of your race leader, Brandon Hood. Almost too close.
Honish, keep an eye on him. Darrell Rhodes as well, the number 3. So
Mike Trigg, 4T.
Yes,
Here they come. Green. Restart. Ruben, this is going to be a good one.
Oh, it really is. 5 in, 15 to go, Milton, and it's going to be Hood leading the way. Oh, Honish getting a little sideways, keeps it straight off of corner number 2. He'll exit 2 with 3rd. Here comes the number 9 machine out of nowhere. Tommy Gural started 9th. He is up to 4th in the number 9 machine. Here he comes down the front stretch.
Wade White doing a great job staying in front of James Honish, pushing Honish back to 3rd. Single file racing all the way around. Tommy Gural, like you said, Ruben, all the way up in the 9 car, 22 car, getting out of the way. Going too low. Get out of the way into the infield. There you go. Wade White coming up here in second place with the evil headlights. Tracing down your race leader. Honish and Gural doing a great job. Mike Trigg trying to work his way through traffic. Trigg's going to go to the inside. Not able to get by the 2 of Joe Garcia. He's picked off a lot of cars early in the race, but he may have got to a stopping point because a lot of these cars are really, really fast in front of him.
Yeah, they really are. And starting to pull away just a little bit up front is Brandon Hood in the number 1B, breaking away to a 1.62 second lead for the 1B machine. Then the number 68 machine of Wade White hanging on to that 2nd spot. The number 717 of Honish hanging on to that 3rd spot with the number 9 of Gural, as we mentioned, 9th to 4th in this feature event.
Wade White's got to be careful catching up with these slower cars and trying to inch his way by. Got to be really, really careful as your race leader coming out of turn 3 and 4. Wade White doing a great job. They're going to start catching up with slow traffic here in a moment as Brandon Hood brings them around. Wade White, James Honish, Tommy Gural running 1 through 4 in this great street stock presented by Advanced Auto Parts main event. Last one of 2022.
And Brandon Hood trying to be the final winner of the season here at Cotton Bowl. Brandon Hood only making his 2nd start of the season. He came out here one time to Cotton Bowl this season, got a top 5, and coming out here for the 2nd time this season and trying to get that 1 win here at Cotton Bowl in the 1B.
Yeah, Brandon Hood absolutely checking out right now, leaving everybody way back 10, 12 car lengths. Wade White got no back straightaway. Watch out, 2, 3 cars back there. 2 and 3 cars on the back straightaway. Daniel Gaudet looks like in the 05 getting tied up in that one. He turns it around, gets back on the track. Got a couple of cars out there, and we'll take a look at it, try to figure out what happened, who's going to the back, and who's getting back to their spot.
Yeah, well, the good news is everyone looks like they're able to continue under their own power, and the 88 machine still not under his own power. Brandon Spreen, and we saw Brandon earlier in the B main. He was really fast.
They were having some electrical issues. I got a message once again tonight. Yep. They thought they had it solved. They're having still electrical issues. That's the Robert Danielson car, our track champion here at the track, but he's letting Brandon Spreen kind of shake it out, and Robert's kind of stepping back just a little bit, kind of a managerial deal. Well, Bianca will be the manager, of course, and Robert will do whatever she says. But, yeah, they're letting Brandon kind of shake this car out.
Yeah, and that's good. And Brandon, obviously a good driver to do that. And, you know, one thing I noticed, I was keeping tallies on Victoria, Texas. I swear to God, last night we had about 20 tallies. Today we've only had 3 from Victoria. Is there something happening tonight?
Maybe there's a dance.
Maybe there's a fall festival or something. Oh, boy.
Good to get all those emails. Thank you all year long for those of you that sent emails in tonight. And Italy, Spain.
Did we get the Italy viewer tonight? I don't think so.
Rob was not, or no, he was not watching.
No, not tonight.
Young Mr. Sanderson, Brandon Sanderson, not watching or at least he didn't email me again.
We did get Hawaii today, though.
Got Hawaii, yes.
No Maine tonight.
We've had Hungary before. Yeah,
Oh,
Phil Whipple
nice.
must be busy at another track.
Yeah, Phil Whipple
It's
might be
too
busy.
cold to go out to another track up in Maine. But,
snowmobile
yeah, I
racing.
mean, we had Hawaii, we had Japan, we had Italy, we had Budapest, Hungary, we had Germany, and then, of course, Victoria, but all over the state of Texas.
Yes. Well, right now it's McGregor Texas driver Brandon Hood in the 1B, leading us with 5 laps to go here in the Street Stocks, presented by Advanced Auto Parts. Down the back straightaway, Honish trying to take second away, slides up the racetrack, 3 wide for third, down the back straightaway.
Oh, and Honish took a big blow right there, not physically on the car, but he dropped 2 spots.
Yeah, lost a lot of them.
Yeah, he did. He went back 2 spots in turn 2, maybe went a little bit too high, and Gurrell was able to take advantage of that. Now Gurrell's got the inside line on Honish, going to push him up higher on the track, taking the middle groove. Here comes Darrell Rhodes. Never count out the driver from DayZeta, Texas, the 3D of Darrell Rhodes, trying to move up into the mix, try to get a top 5 finish here at Cotton Bowl Speedway tonight. Wade White, though, White's got his hands full right now. He's got those headlights on, but he's got no brake lights, and that car is beaming down on him right now from third place.
Leave the brake lights at home. You don't want to step on the brake. It's all gas here if you want to catch up to Hood. Off of corner number 4. Battle for second, a good one as Wade White slides up the racetrack. And here comes Voda. Trey Voda to the inside of White for second. Can't cash in on it. Down the back straightaway, it's still the 68 of Wade White hanging on to second.
White flag getting ready to come out. Nathan Lavender shows him 2 to go that time by. Brandon Hood just stretching that lead out all the way. Wade White all the way around, taking it nice and easy, holding in second, trying to hold off Votal. Votal. Watch out, turn 3, top of 3, yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yeah, 73 of Lincoln Morris again. That's his second. So Lincoln Morris, unfortunately, that's going to be it for him. 2 solos and you're done.
It's showing fine here. Where is it not showing good? Stop amplifying.
Back under yellow here as we will get your field lined up here down to the wire here in this one with the Street by Advanced Auto Parts. Again, race fans, we talk about all the great sponsors that support racing and especially national or local racing, and of course Advanced Auto Parts, the sponsor for the Street Stocks, and we've talked about all the sponsors. You can see the billboards there in the back straight away. Always support the sponsors that support racing, like Advanced Auto Parts. If you ever need parts for your vehicle, they have all the parts you can imagine there, and if you need anything basic, just head on down there, Advanced Auto Parts. Tell them you're from Cotton Bowl Speedway. They'd appreciate it. So support the ones that support you.
As 73 might have been asking, what do you mean I'm off the track? Well, it's 2 solo spins and a main event, and
yes,
you're done for the night. So he'll pull on back. You got to know the rules. Robert Stewart's going to escape the infield real quick and go back. His night was done earlier in that 32, second in points coming in the 2022 season here at Cotton Bowl Speedway. So the last thing that Brandon Hood wanted to see was that yellow flag. He had probably a 10, 12 car length lead, if not more, and now they're all back together. Let's see if he can take it back out. Wade White kind of been challenging a little bit, but once Hood got away, it was really Wade White and Votal battling each other. So we'll see how it plays out. Honish is going to come back into the mix as well. Let's see if we can get a restart. Going to show him a rolled-up green flag this time by Nathan Lavender, whipping that around in the flag stand, letting them know next time we are going green. The starter out front sets the pace. He can go anytime he wants.
There you go, drivers. Lights out on the back straightaway. Green, white, checkered.
All right, green, white, checkered to the finish here. With the Street Stocks, presented by Advanced Auto Parts, it's Brandon Hood. Started 5th in this feature event up front, took the lead, has not looked back since. You have the number 68 of Wade White right behind him, and the 716 of Trey Voda. Then Honish and Darrell Rhodes, a name we haven't said much here in this one. Darrell Rhodes started 6th, and here comes the number 9 back onto the speedway. Back underway off of corner number 4. It is Brandon Hood showing the way into 1.
Brandon Hood taking off like a rocket one more time, leading Wade White in his dust. Here comes Votal back right up behind Wade White one more time in 3rd. Darrell Rhodes making a great run here in the 3D with 1 lap to go. It looks like it's going to be pretty easy win. Brandon Hood Watch out, into the infield goes Mike Trigg. He had a really good run tonight, but that's going to cost him. Down the back straightaway one more time. A half lap to go. The 1B of Brandon Hood going to bring it home for a main event win. It's going to be a race for second. There's your winner, Brandon Hood with the win. Wade White in second. Trey Votal third. Darrell Rhodes fourth. And Will Arnold in fifth. That's your top 5 in the street stocks presented by Advanced Auto Parts. Race fans out there in the grandstands, how about a round of applause for that great race won by 1B Brandon Hood.
Brandon Hood's second visit to Cotton Bowl Speedway here in 2022. Came out earlier this season, got a top 5, but couldn't get it done. Now comes back and gets the win. So goes 1 for 2 here at Cotton Bowl Speedway. And Brandon Hood, victorious in Oktoberfest. That does it for the street stocks. We'll get ready to do the interview in just a few moments. IMCA Modifieds up next, and then the factory stocks. And just like that, Milton, Oktoberfest comes to an end. Another page in the history books here in Page.
Oh, I get it. I see what you did there. No, this has been a great night of racing. For as much as we had to get in here tonight, Ruben, after what happened last night and had to finish half the show that we didn't do last night and then the complete show tonight, we're moving right along, looking at the clock. We're doing great. We don't want to jinx it, so we're not going to stay on that topic too much.
Please knock on wood over here.
But we're going to have the winner go down and around, take that victory lap. Cody will talk to him. We're also going to give Darrell Rhodes just a moment. I think he missed his opportunity for his plaque presentation. Not sure if he's going to stay out there or not. He's just rolling on.
3D, or at least I thought they wanted you on the front starting way for something.
All right, so Cody going to conduct the interview down there, race fans. We're going to sit it down with your feature winner, Brandon Hood. And Cody, down to you.
Well, race fans, he's making his way out of here. Takes him just a minute to get everything unbuckled, but here he comes. Your feature winner, making his way to Craig's Victory Lane, Brandon, getting it done tonight here. Well, how'd the car handle for you?
It's pretty good. This is actually the first night on the car. Well, besides last night, first weekend. We've been building this car for a year, and it's been a good one.
Well, you're paid off, and I know you don't have all your stickers on it yet, but who tonight do you want to thank for getting you here?
I got a few people, my wife and kids, Sikora Truck and Trailer, AAA Rebel Enterprises, Scott Strobel Motorsports, HKC Fabrication, Demetrius Carter, Earl 41 Shocks. Everybody helps out with this hot rod. Jack Jenkins.
Well, race fans, we're going to head on over to Craig's Victory Lane. So if you're with Brandon, let's head on over there. Kiddos, we're going to have a Frisbee for you. All right, kiddos, here you go. You ready? All right. Well, if you're with Brandon, we're going to head on over to Craig's Victory Lane. Milton, back to you.